Good day, I'm Samantha Allen and this is your Jis News for Friday, May 10. Significant work is in progress on the government's AgriParks project, with some 8,000 acres of land already engaged in the production of a number of critical crops. Agriculture Minister Roger Clark says lands in Plantain Gardens, St. Thomas have been prepared to produce ginger and onion, adding that seeds have already been procured on behalf of the farmers and a market identified for the crops.
All the ginger cultivated will be purchased from the farmers by the ministry's export division. So there is no limit as to what they can plant. There is market for it, and the export division will deal with it.
Ebony Park in Clarendon, meanwhile, is ready to begin production of yam, pepper, pineapple and assorted vegetables. In a matter of days, the planting of sorghum and red peas is to begin at the Amity Hall Agro Park, with other vegetables and hay to follow. Work on the other agro parks is to get up and running later this year. Meanwhile, 800 acres of sorghum is scheduled to be planted in the Amity Hall area of St. Catherine. This as the Agriculture Minister signed a Memorandum of Understanding and Lease Agreement with Caribbean Broilers on Thursday. Government decided to lease the lands to Caribbean Broilers in Amity Hall to facilitate more planting of sorghum and reduce the millions of US dollars spent yearly to import grain.
The intention is to really deal in a significant way with import substitution, provision of material for agro-processing, etc., etc., and basically to put some 8,000 acres of idle lands into production.
The land at Amity Hall has already been prepared and the drainage and irrigation systems implemented. Planting of sorghum should begin almost immediately. Caribbean Broilers is seeking to use sorghum to replace between 8 and 10% of the yellow corn used in animal feed. And the Bureau of Standards Jamaica, the BSJ, is to work with other agencies to formulate a comprehensive set of standards for some key food items. Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Roger Clark, who gave the directive, says the need arose from concerns about the quality of some foods being consumed by Jamaicans.
The level of sodium in some of our imported foods is frightening. The sugar content of some of the snacks, particularly imported ones, that our students consume in our schools is equally alarming.
Minister Clark says with his ministry having partial responsibility for safeguarding the nation's health, it has made considerable strides in overhauling the country's food health and safety infrastructure. That work will continue. In related news, Industry, Investment and Commerce Minister Anthony Hilton has called for more businesses, particularly processing plants, to meet international operating standards.
It is vital that they meet the global standard because of the level of food safety being demanded in the international community, and we should do it no less for our own people.
The minister's call came as he toured the best-dressed further processing facility at Spring Village in St. Catherine this week. The expanded facility is a state-of-the-art ISO-certified meat processing plant. And finally, government is signing on to a global campaign that's meant to make cities more resilient to disasters. The global campaign, Making Cities Resilient, My Cities Getting Ready, was launched in Kingston on Tuesday. Through this campaign, local government officials will be introduced to the HIOGA Framework for Action, HFA, and a 10-point checklist for making cities resilient. The HFA is a 10-year plan to make the world safer from natural hazards and was adopted by the UN General Assembly in 2005. Its goal is to substantially reduce disaster losses by 2015. Local Government Minister Noel Arscott says it's important for Jamaica to accept this framework.
If we accept and practice the proposals of the HIOGA Framework for Action, then together the world will benefit as the problems we face are globalized.
Minister Arscott meanwhile commended the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management ODPEM for work it has already done to make Jamaica's cities more resilient. In 2012, ODPEM set out to assess the seismic vulnerability of its offices, police stations, fire stations and health centers using the rapid visual screening methodology developed by the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.